Welcome to Life Beyond Death. Thank you for tuning in, and please click the like and subscribe buttons and hit the bell to be notified when a new video is posted. This near-death experience was posted anonymously on the IANS website. Within a few minutes of the heart catheterization starting, I was aware of losing consciousness. Then I became aware of having a visual perspective of being behind the medical people, looking over their shoulders as they worked quickly and in coordinated effort. However, I couldn't see what they were working on. I had an overwhelming feeling that I didn't want to be there, that I should leave quickly. Suddenly, I shot up, directly up in the air, and was looking over a wall. On the other side of the wall were my two adult children, standing hand in hand looking towards me, but it seemed they didn't see me. I recall thinking this was peculiar. I moved very quickly towards them and felt myself moving through them as energy. I could feel myself dematerialize and feel the powerful, forceful energy, my energy, drive right through them. This sensation was accompanied by dazzling, colorful lights, like LED sparklers or flashes all at once, and a whooshing sound. As quickly as I entered them, I was quickly on the other side of them, and they were behind me. I recall thinking, how odd, how did I do that? At that moment I realized I had no body, and I could feel myself moving forward, gaining momentum. At this time I became aware of hurtling forward through space, but it was like being in some kind of void with walls but no ceiling. The walls were invisible and fell away like dominoes, like time and space were infinitely expanding around me. I was aware of a tiny pinprick of intense white light ahead of me. It captivated me. I found myself inexplicably drawn to it. I recall my thought process here. It was, what is that strange light? As soon as I saw it, I noticed it was off to my right, and I began hurtling towards it faster and faster. The faster I sped towards it, the brighter and larger it grew, but it seemed like it was moving as well, always ahead of me. I was aware of everything, having no body, the speed of moving through space, the expansion of space and time, the growing intensity of light, and a sound like air moving, like when you feel someone whisper in your ear. That sound enveloped me. I recall I kept thinking, what is it? What is that light? As I came within a few feet of reaching it, I was aware of my beloved yellow Labrador dog Sandy, who had passed away 7 months prior, come towards me. I slowed and watched her emerge from the void on my left side. As she emerged, she changed like she aged from her young self to her old self. She was surrounded by energy, like a force field, a loving, compassionate, swirling energy that emerged from behind her to envelop her and envelop me. It was a translucent pink. I stopped very suddenly when she came to my side. I remember saying, "Oh, hi, Sandy," so common, so familiar, and just like every time she greeted me at the front door. I was aware that suddenly she was beneath me, and I was locked onto her. I was looking down from directly above her. I could smell her, feel her fur on her back and shoulders. I recall thinking, how odd I can feel her fur, but I have no hands. I don't see my hands touching her. As quickly as this happened, she was moving me back in the direction from which I had come. It seemed quicker going back. There were my son and daughter again, and I went back through them with her. When I emerged on the other side of them, I went up over the wall with no ceiling and could feel myself re-entering the room and my body. Just before I landed, I had a vision of every living being, people I know, friends, family, and people I don't know. Every living human being on the planet, all scattered and looking in different directions, and all of them had silver cords connecting them front and back, upper sternum and between the shoulder blades. Everyone was connected to everyone else by these cords. Some cords were taut, some were slack, some were waving, others vibrating, some were short, some were long and drifting like webs in the breeze. No one seemed aware of them, and that they were connected. I suddenly stopped, landed in my body. The next experiences were so disjointed and coarse. The ethereal quality of what I had just experienced was gone. I recalled the voices of staff. It seemed like they were shouting, telling me not to pull out my ventilator. "Lisa, don't pull that. Don't touch your tubing." I could feel the ventilator down my throat and my lips around it, and I could feel them restraining my arm. It felt so coarse. I then recall hearing my husband's voice, telling someone I was gagging on the ventilator. Then I could feel someone rubbing my feet. I realized the tube was gone. It was so hard to open my eyes, but when I did, I saw my husband at the side of my bed, rubbing my feet, and everything was pink. Like a pink filter was dropped in front of my eyes. I had such terrible pain in my chest, and my first words to my husband were, "I came back, and I saw Sandy. Where is my cord?" What do you think of this person's experience? Let me know in the comments section, and feel free to share your own experiences if you wish. Thank you for tuning in, and have a blessed day.